today we're going to be building some raised beds, and really they're only going to be 4 inches high because we're using 4x4s, so they'll be what, 3 3/4 inches high, something like that. But we can always add to them, and really I'm just using them for a border right now. My ground soil is pretty good, it's not bad, but I want to be able to put hoop gardens, so I need these as a border. So we're going to use these. What we're doing is these are 2 4-foot sections, and then outside we have 2 6-foot sections, and we're just going to lay it like so. Get a rough mark, the width of the 4x4, and we're going to do this on all 4 ends, the same sides. That way we can notch them. Then we're going to have to come back and measure. We're going to have to divide 4 3/4 by, or 3 3/4 by 2, and mark that here. And we'll saw here, and then we'll saw in this way, and make notches on all 4 posts so they sit on top of each other, and it makes a flat square all the way around. So we're going to get this thing marked up and start cutting on it, and I'll come back and show you where we're at. Alright, so it ended up being 3.5 inches instead of 3 3/4. I don't know what I was thinking. But half of that is 1 3/4. So what we did is we marked down 1 3/4 here and drew a line. You know, marked it, drew a line, then we marked the same thing right here. Close enough. But we marked it there, and we marked it on this side so we can keep our saw straight. We're going to cut from this end and cut into here and get it to this line, and then we're going to cut from here and cut down to here and just take this whole chunk out. And we'll do that on, you got to make sure you do that on the same side. So you're doing it on this end and do it on the same end on the other end. So once we get that, we'll notch the other ones on the same side, and then they'll just sit even, and it'll be a flush border all the way around. So we'll get these marked up and we'll get them cut up, and we'll come back and show you. Alright, just to kind of show you what we were talking about, we've notched all 4 ends. We've done the 4 ends of the 2 end caps. We still have to do the 4 ends of the cross beams, and these will lay flat on their back like this, and then the longer ones will lay like this, and you're just going to kind of interlock them together, nail them down, get them as flush as you can get them. You know, that way you can always come back with 4x4s and go this way with them and go all the way to the edge. And if you wanted to make those flush, you could. If not, you could just nail them together, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it till you go your next level up. So this is just our first level. We're going to use this season, and then next season we'll probably add a few more 4x4s and make it a little bit taller, and just keep you adding dirt each year till we'll get it to about 12 inches. So we're going to get the end caps cut, and I'm going to show you kind of how we do that. I can't actually show you one-handed, but I'm going to show you how to set the saw and get it all set up. So we'll be back. So whenever you're cutting into them, you're going to have a 3.5 inch cut, and you're going to have a 1 3/4 inch cut. Now mine says 2x4 on it, you can see that, and we're cutting a 4x4 in half, so that would be the setting you would put it at. Move that to there and lock it down, and you can see the blade is sticking out about the size of a 2x4. You know, just enough to cut through a 2x4. So when you cut the other ones, more than likely you're not going to be able to cut all the way through with this saw. Just bring it up as high as the deck will go on it, lock it down, and cut as much as you can through it. And you can see that's, you know, it's probably, I don't know, 3 inches, something like that. It'll cut 3 inches into it, and then you'll just have to finish the rest off by hand, or you can do what I do and just smack it a few times. Then you'll have to carve out the little bits, and I'll probably try to show you that here in a minute too, because I have two of them that's completely cut, and all I got to do is get the ends out of them. So we'll come back and show you how we do that. Alright, sorry about the wind, YouTube. We had to step outside for this part. These are a little big to be doing in the workshop, so you can see it cut most of the way through it. Now we're just going to tap it with a hammer right there while we hold it. You see it came right off. Take a chisel or a cheap knife or something and clean that up a little bit. Get it kind of even, and you're done. So we're going to get this laid out and we'll come back. Alright, so there you have it. We got it all lined up, and I believe this is 4 foot by, I don't know, 6 foot, something like that. You can see it's all flush. We're going to probably put 2 screws in each corner. You know, maybe some metal brackets on the inside, something like that. But that's the gist of it right there. So we're going to till this up here in the next few weeks and start filling it up and get a little compost in there, a little manure. Start a fall garden, and this is going to be it. Winter garden, whatever. I think we're going to do some garlic, maybe some lettuce, I don't know. We have stuff growing inside as well, so we'll be doing a garden update soon. As always, thanks for watching, YouTube.